Hello, learners. I am Parikshit Saikia, and welcome to this very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. This session is meant for CAT 2023 aspirants. Topic is LR Foundation Venn Diagram Part 2. Gonna be an exciting session. We are gonna solve a lot of, I would say, I won't say difficult, but definitely a bit tricky two-set Venn diagrams. Remember, two-set Venn diagrams are the easiest. And in Venn diagram part 1, we have discussed the basics. Today, we are going to apply the basics by solving some really amazing questions. So let's get started. Okay, my favorite slide. A lot of our students in CAT 2022 have been toppers. 75 plus of our learners have scored 99 plus percentile, and 110 plus of our learners have scored 98 plus percentile. And yes, the biggest CAT festival is out here and is ending in just over 24 hours now. January 12th to January 18, and January 18 is Wednesday, right? This offer ends where you get flat 25% off on plus an iconic subscription of 12 months and more duration. So if you wish to subscribe to Unacademy Plus or Unacademy Iconic, now is the time. And the most popular plan is this 12 months Unacademy Plus plan. This 12 months plan with discount, with the 25% discount, it is now coming out to be just 20,700. And remember, when you are subscribing, remember to use the code Parikshit Live, which is there on your screen, because this code will get you two benefits. Benefit number one, it will get you maximum discount, 25%. And second benefit is this is the only and only code which will get you free mentorship from my side. What is free mentorship? It's all about helping you beyond your class hours. So at any point of time, if you have a doubt, if you have a query, let's say while solving from a book, from a PDF, from a past year paper, or from any source, you get a doubt, you can connect with me one-on-one to get your query resolved one-on-one over a call, right? But yeah, this mentorship, free mentorship is available only for students who join Plus using the code Parikshit Live. Okay, Champions Batch starting on January 18. And yeah, upcoming plus sessions, right? Okay, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening to people who are joining me live on YouTube. Okay, the first set of Venn diagram, the first Venn diagram set is on your screen. In the interest of time, we are going to read and do this together. Fine? Okay, let's get started. There are 90 men in a group. 35 of them like both tea and coffee. Okay. The number of men who like tea is thrice that of those who like only coffee. The moment you read this, you should be able to identify it's a Venn diagram question. How do you identify? Very simple. Whenever there is overlapping of data, okay, overlapping. What do I mean by overlapping data? It simply means same guy probably liking multiple things. You see here, 35 people are liking tea as well as coffee. 35 people are liking tea as well as coffee, meaning there is overlapping of data. And whenever there is overlapping of data, the best way to solve is via a Venn diagram. So let's draw a Venn diagram. What is a Venn diagram? Very simple. It's just two circles. For me, just two circles, right? You draw two circles, that's a Venn diagram for you. The English name is Venn diagram, right? So just two circles that you need to draw. Fine? Okay. So let's label this diagram. So let's call the first circle T, and let's call the second circle coffee. And let's label the parts. Let's label the parts. Okay. So what do you have? Let's call this part A. This part is B. This part is C. And this part is N. SN. Now let's be very clear. What do these parts represent? Let's be very clear on them. What is A? A is only and only this part. What is A? Only and only this part. This part is the part meaning people who like only and only tea. Be very careful. A is this part, meaning people who like only tea is A. What is C? C is this part. This part. What is this part? People who like only and only coffee is C. What is B? B are the set of people who like both tea and coffee. And what is N? N is the set of people who like neither tea nor coffee. Neither tea nor coffee. Okay? Fine. Let's continue. Let's continue. There are 90 men in a group. So total is 90. 35 of them like both tea and coffee. So can I say B is 35? B is 35. Okay. Next, the number of men who like tea. Now be very careful. They're using the word tea. They're not saying tea only. अगर tea only बोलता तो I would have said A. Had they said tea only, I would have said A. But now they are saying tea. Tea is A plus B. Number of men who like tea is A plus B. So they are saying number of men who like tea is thrice that of those who like only coffee. Only coffee. So only coffee is C. Only coffee. Thrice that of those who like only coffee. Only coffee is C. 3C. Right? Okay. Next. The number of men who like only tea. Remember, only tea. It's not tea. Only tea. So only tea is A. Had they said T, I would have said A plus B. But because they are saying only T, it means A. The number of men who like only T is 5 by 2 times that of those who like neither tea nor coffee. So neither tea nor coffee is N. So A is equal to 5 by 2 N. A is equal to 5 by 2 N. Correct? Okay. Anything else? Any other equation that you can frame? Let's call the first equation. This is the first equation. The second one, let's call it equation 2. Remember, we have got three variables, A, C, N. What about B? B is already known. We already know the value of B as 35. So there are three unknowns, A, C, N. So if you have three unknowns, you need three equations. Simple. Three unknowns. If you have three equations, it's more than enough. So I already have two equations. Can I frame one more equation? I think I can, because you know what? Total is 90. Total is 90. So let's make use of that as well. So can I say A plus B plus C plus N must be equal to 90. Must be equal to 90. Let's call it equation. It's all about solving these three equations. It's all about solving these three equations. In any order you want, you can solve these three equations. So let's try to solve them. How can you solve them? Probably you can put everything in terms of one variable. Everything in terms of one variable. As an example, if I can say, let's say 5A is 90, I can find out A. If I can say 5A is 90, I can find out A. So let's put everything in terms of one variable. Let's say I can put everything in terms of N. Okay, just any variable you want. So I'm going to write everything in terms of A. N. So what is A? From equation 2, A is 5 by 2 N. What is B? B का value I know from the graph. B का value I know from the graph is 35. So B is 35. What is the value of C? C I can get from equation 1. What is C? C is A plus B divided by 3. What is C? C is A plus B. So let's write it down. What is C? C is A plus 35 divided by 3. So A by 3 plus 35 by 3. Correct? And what is A? A can come from equation 2, right? Can you write A from equation 2? I think so. What is A from equation 2? A is 5 by 2. 5 by 2. So 5 by 2. Remember, A is 1 by 3 into N plus 35 by 3. Just to make sure that you understand, I substituted the value of A as 5 by 2N. I substituted 1 by 3 पहले से है, 1 by 3 पहले से है और A का वैल्यू है 5 by 2N. कहां से आया? इक्वेशन 2 से आया. इक्वेशन 2 से आया. So overall I can say C is equal to 5N divided by 6. 5N by 6 plus 35 by 3 is equal to 90. Is equal to 90. Are we okay on this? I think we should be okay. Let's continue. So let's put the N on one side. 5 by 2N plus 5 by 5N by 6 is equal to 90 minus 35 minus 35 by 3. Can you take the LCM? I think we can. So 15N plus 5N is equal to 65, right? 55 minus 50, 65, 75, 85, yeah. 90 minus 35 is 55. 55 minus 35 by 3. So 55 minus 35 by 3. 35 by 3. So how much will this come out to be? How much will this come out to be? Can we write it down? So 15n plus 5n is 20n. 20n by 6 is equal to 55 into 3 is 165 minus 35 is 165 minus 35 is 130 by 3. So 3 ones are, 3 twos are, and 2 ones are, 2 tens are. Just simplify, 0, 0 cancels out. What you get is n is what you get is n is equal to 30. Awesome. And you are done. And you are done. Right? What do you needed? You needed the value of n. So can you substitute back in the main diagram? N is equal to 30. N is 30. What is n is 30? N is 30. Any doubt in this? Any doubt? Can you simplify? Can you check this? I think we have done so. Can you check if we have made any calculation mistake or if this is okay? एक बार देख लो. A plus B plus C plus N is 90. Up till here is okay. What is A? I'm just repeating it. From equation 2, A is 5 by 2n. What is B? B is 35. What is C? C का value. What is C? अच्छा यहाँ पे there was an N. C is 5 by 6n plus 35 by 3 plus 35 by 3 plus the original N. I think we missed out the original N out here. There was one more N, right? There was one more N which we had to write and we haven't written. So I think we should add that N as well. Remember this original N was also there. So plus N is equal to 90, right? So plus N will come here as well. So plus 6n. So just make sure that you add that. So I'm just going to add that 6n. I'm just going to add that 6n. Okay. So plus 6n. Okay. Is equal to this one. So okay, now get 26n by 6. This will become 26n by 6. So just write it down again. Let's just write it down again so the calculations are correct. So that our calculations are correct. 26n by 6 is equal to how much? This is equal to, right? Equal to 130 by 3. So now it is correct. 3 ones are, 3 twos are, 2 ones are, 2 13s are. So 13n is equal to 130. N is equal to 10. N is equal to 10. Are we clear? That is it. That is it. And moment you get that, you get all the values. Moment you get that, you get all the values. That was it. That was it. So put that N is 10. If you put N is 10, how much will A come out to be? Put it in equation 2. Put it in equation 2. N is 10. So 5 into 10, 50 divided by 2, 25. 25. So A is 25. A is 25. So how much will C come out to be? Put it in equation 1. Put it in equation 1. Equation 1 may put karo. How much is A plus B? A plus B is 60. 60 divided by 3. C is going to come out to be 20. That is it. We are all set to get started with the questions. Yes? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Are we clear on this? Let's start. Number 1. How many men like coffee? Number of men liking coffee. ऐसा नहीं बोला है कि coffee only. They are saying coffee. So number of men liking coffee is B plus C, and B plus C is 35 plus 20, 55. So your first answer is 55. First answer is 55. Next, how many men like neither tea nor coffee? So neither tea nor coffee is N, and N is equal to 10. N is equal to 10. Next, how many men like minimum one of the two beverages? Minimum one of the two beverages. Minimum one. Now think about it. At least means minimum. What is the meaning of at least? At least means minimum. So question is saying minimum one of the two beverages. So minimum one of the two beverages is nothing but, think about it, minimum one, but greater than equal to one. Greater than equal to one. That's all you need. Greater than equal to one beverage. So greater than equal to one beverage would mean one beverage or two beverage, right? The maximum it can go is two beverages. So one beverages you already know is A plus C. One beverage you already know is A plus C. And two beverage is gonna be B. Is gonna be B. So A plus C plus B comes out to be 8T, and that's your third answer. That's your third answer. Clear? Clear? And next is D. Next is D. How many men do not like coffee? Now think about it. Do not like. They're asking you something negative. Now people often go wrong here. Do not like coffee. So how many men like coffee? I think people who like coffee is super easy. People who like coffee is 35 plus 20, 55. 35 plus 20, 55. So people who like coffee is 55. So people who do not like coffee will be total minus those who like coffee. Total minus those who like coffee. So total is 90 minus those who like coffee is 55. So 90 minus 55 comes out to be 35. And that's your answer to the super awesome caselet. Answer is, are we clear on this? This is the simplest Venn diagram case. There is just a two-set Venn diagram, but I think it is very helpful in understanding the logic. Remember, the logic is very important. Logic, how to read it, which passage, which portion to take, difference between coffee and coffee only, difference between tea and tea only, right? These are the small things that you get to learn in this specific case. Are we clear on this? Clear? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Anyone who has a doubt and wishes to ask? किसी को doubt है तो please feel free to ask. Yes? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. The second case then. Second case then on your screen. And in the interest of time, we are going to do this together. We are going to do this together. Fine? Okay. Let's read it. Set 2. 80 people in a colony were surveyed, and it was found. Okay, so someone is asking, okay, before I go to this, we have a doubt. Suchanda is asking, can you explain the coffee once? Okay, so Suchanda, are you asking number D? Are you referring to question number D? Is it question number D where you have a doubt? Is it question number D where you have a doubt? I would say that yes. Okay, probably he has a doubt in question number 4. Okay, chalo. How many people do not like coffee? So people who like coffee, can I say people who like coffee is this much? So how many people like coffee? People who like coffee is this much. This much is 35 plus 20, 55. Right? No, the coffee person only. Okay. Okay. Coffee, this is not the doubt. So he's saying coffee and coffee person doubt. Okay. Now think about it. There are some small terminologies which makes all the difference. If I were to tell you how many people like tea only, how many people like tea only, your answer is gonna be A. Your answer is gonna be A. Yesterday's class, right? This is class 2, Venn diagram part 2. In part 1, we have discussed in detail regarding this. Okay, but I'm going to repeat it. T only means A. Okay, but if I tell you how many people like tea, how many people like tea? So T means the entire T circle. Can you see entire T circle we are talking about? So basically that's A plus B. A plus B. So the word only can make a lot of difference. Similarly, if I ask you how many people like coffee only, your answer is gonna be C. But if I tell you how many people like coffee, it's the entire coffee circle. So your answer is gonna be B plus C. It's gonna be B plus C. So for more details on this, please refer to part 1 of my videos. This is part 2. Part 1 we have discussed only this. Part 2 is we are solving sums. So please refer to part 1 video and all your queries will get clarified in the part 1 video. Okay, fine. Let's go to the second one. Okay, second caselet for the day. Second caselet for the day. Let's read it together. Let's read it together. Okay, let's read it. Set 2. 80 people in a colony were surveyed, and it was found that for every 6 people who read the Hindu, there are 4 people who read the Times of India. Okay, So moment I say okay, it's not just an okay, it's basically taking a pause. There is a full stop, I take a pause, and moment I take a pause, I'm trying to process whatever I have read. I'm just trying to process whatever I have read. Okay. For every 9 people who read the Hindu, there are 3 people who read both of them. Further, the number of people who read both of them is same as those who read neither of them. So again, if I read the entire passage, what I realize is there are 2 variables. One is the Hindu and one is the Times of India. And you know what? There are instances which say that there are people who read both of them. There are people who read both of them. And moment you see such things that people like both, people like 3 things, there is overlapping of data. One guy liking 2 newspapers means there is overlapping of data. And moment data is overlapping, the best way to solve is via a Venn diagram. So let's draw a Venn diagram. What is a Venn diagram? It is just simple 2 circles. 2 सर्कल्स है, उसका इंग्लिश में हम लोग बोलते हैं वेन डायग्राम. होता है ना, हर चीज का इंग्लिश नाम देते हैं, तो 2 सर्कल्स का नाम देते हैं वेन डायग्राम. So let's draw it. Let's just draw 2 circles. That's it. 2 circles, but you got to ensure that a portion of both the circles should overlap. A portion of both the circles should overlap, right? Okay. So what do you have? You have Hindu, you have the Hindu, and then you have Times of India. You have Times of India. Okay. And let's put down the numbers. What are the same? Total people surveyed were 80. So total is 80. Total is 80. Right. And let's mark it. A, B, C, and N. Remember, in a 2-set Venn diagram, there are 4 variables. Don't forget the N. If you forget the N, the cat might forget you, right? Exam तुमको forget कर जाएगा अगर तुम N को forget कर दिया. So don't forget the N. So A, B, C, and N. Let's spend some time understanding what is this. What is A? A is the set of people. A is this portion. Can you see? Only up till here is A. Only this portion is A. Can you see? Only this portion is A. What is A? People who read only and only the Hindu is A. What is C? C is this portion. This portion means people who read only and only and only Times of India. This portion. What is B? B is this portion. This portion means people who read both Hindu and Times of India is B. What is N? N is the people who do not read any newspaper. They don't read the Hindu. They don't read the Times of India. Okay. So the regions are clear. If the regions are clear, let's start solving and putting the numbers. But my entire purpose is to put numbers in the diagram. Moment I'm able to put it, I stop. So, okay. So remember the objective. Objective is to write down numbers in each part of the circle. A, B, C, N. कितना है? चलो start करते हैं. They are saying for every 6 people who read the Hindu, for every 6 people who read the Hindu, they are not saying Hindu only. They are saying Hindu. Okay. For every 6 people who read the Hindu, there are 4 people who read the Times of India. So basically, they are giving you a ratio of Hindu versus Times of India. Hindu versus Times of India का एक ratio दिया है. What is the ratio of Hindu versus Times of India? Hindu is to Times of India is 6:4. And 6:4 का मतलब है 3:2. 3:2. That's the ratio. Right? Next. For every 9 people who read the Hindu, ऐसा नहीं बोला Hindu only, they are saying Hindu, मतलब A plus B, there are 3 people who read both of them. So can I say Hindu to both, Hindu to both, right? That's the ratio they have given. For every 9 people who read the Hindu, there are 3 people who read both of them. So the ratio is 9:3. In other words, 3:1. 3:1. Further, the number of people who read both of them is the same as those who read neither of them. Now, I think before I go to that, I think we have a good number to get started. Can you see? Hindu to both is 3:x. 3:1. Now, think about it. इसका मतलब ये हो गया कि both is 1x. Both. Remember, both is B in our case. Both is B in our case. If both is 1x, Hindu is gonna be 3x. That's the ratio. I hope you are able to realize that. Can you see this ratio 3:1? What is this ratio? Hindu to both. So if both is X, both is B, if B is X in our diagram, then Hindu gonna be 3X. Someone might say, so why not A is 3X? They are not saying Hindu only. Agar Hindu only bolta, तो I would have said A is 3X. But because they are saying Hindu, it is that entire circle which is 3X. So if the entire circle is 3X and B is X, in that case, A is gonna be 3X minus X, 2X. A is gonna be 2X. Awesome. And next they say Hindu is to times of India is 3 is to 2. Okay. So if Hindu is 3X, times of India is gonna be 2X. Remember, they are not saying times of India only. Agar times of India only bolta, to I would have said C. But they are saying times of India. So it's an entire circle. Entire circle is 2X and B is X. So what is C? C is gonna be 2X minus X. C is gonna be 2X minus X. C is gonna be X. Awesome. I think we are almost done. Last line says, Father, the number of people who read both of them is same as those who read neither of them. So both is same as neither. So can I say N is equal to B? N is equal to B. Matlab if B is X, N is also gonna be X. You are done. That is it. That is it. That's it, right? You are being able to write all of them in terms of the variable X. So let's find out X. What is X? Remember, if you add up all the numbers, A plus B plus C plus N, all the numbers add up to 80. All the numbers add up to 80 because the total is 80. So just write everything in terms of X. Now, what is A? A is 2X. What is B? B is going to be X. What is C? C is going to be X. What is N? N is equal to both. So N is also equal to X, is equal to 80. So 5X is equal to 80 and you are done. X is equal to 16. Remember, it was all about determining the value of X. It was all about determining the value of X. X, you got it as 16 and you are done. And you are done. Right? So let's go to the questions. Let's go to the questions. Number 1, number A. How many people read only Times of India? Only Times of India. Only. The word only is used. Only is C. What is C? C is X. What is X? X is 16. So your first answer is 16. Your first answer is 16. Next. How many people read Hindu and Times of India? Hindu and Times of India is B. Is B. How much is B? B is X. B is X. And how much is X? X is again 16. X is again 16. So your second answer is also 16. Second answer is also 16. Yes? Number C. How many people read only Hindu? Only Hindu. Only. The word only is used. Only Hindu is A. A is equal to 2X. X is 16. So 2X is going to be 32. That's your third answer. Third answer is number D. How many people, next they are saying, if 12.5% of the people who read both of them stop reading the Hindu, then what percentage of the total number of people read the Hindu? Now, the first thing, 12.5%. I think it's better if you're able to think in terms of percent, in terms of fractions. 12.5 percentage. If you don't know, 12.5 by 100 is 1 by 8. 1 by 8. If you do that, 1 by 8 is 12.5. You should know this. Why? Because that makes your calculation easy. They are saying 1/8 of the people who read both stop reading the Hindu. Now think about it. How much is, by the way, B? Remember, both is, let's put the values here. Let's put the values here first. How much is both here? How much is both here? Can you see currently both is X, X is 16. They are saying 1/8 of 16 stop reading Hindu. 1/8. So can I say 1/8 of 16? So think about it. Think about it. Be very careful. 1/8 of 16 is 2 people. So 2 people stop reading the Hindu. 2 people stop reading the Hindu. So remember, currently what was happening? There were 16 people and 2 people stop reading the Hindu. So what would happen? What would happen? Let's just write it down. Let's just write it down. What would happen? Initially, there were 16 people. Now, if 2 people stop reading out of 16, originally यहाँ पे 16 था, originally यहाँ पे 16 था, but 2 people stop reading, so he will go out of the both box. He will not be in both. Why? He now reads only the Times of India. Only the Times of India. So now there will be 14 people. Why? 2 of them. 1 by 8 of 16 is 2 people. So 2 people stop reading the Hindu. If they do so, they will go to only, these 2 people will go to only Times of India. Where will they go? They will go to only Times of India. यहाँ पे +2 हो जाएगा. Will you agree? Why? They were reading both the newspapers, but suddenly they stop reading the Hindu. If that's the case, they are reading only the Times of India. So Times of India will have +2. And question is, what percentage of the total number of people read Hindi now? So initially यहाँ पे तो 2x तो होगा ही होगा. ये 2x कितना था? 2x was, remember, 16 to 32. 32, but instead of 16, now you only have 14 people out here. So 32 plus 14 is gonna be 56. 46 people read the Hindi. Question is, what percentage? So basically it is 46 divided by 80. 46 divided by 80, if you do the calculations, it will come out to be 57.5%. That's your answer. 57.5% is your answer. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Any doubt that you have and wish to ask? Any doubt that you have and wish to ask? Are we clear on this? Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt in this? If you have a doubt, feel free to ask. I'm looking at my YouTube comments. If you have a doubt, feel free to ask. Okay? Fine. Let's continue. Let's continue with the third one. Okay. In the chapter on Venn diagram, there are often questions on sets as well. Sets. Okay. Okay. Pawan is saying, please explain once again. Okay. Now think about it. Okay. Last one. Okay. Pawan is saying last one. Wapas, please explain. Okay. Fine. Please. Okay. Even Suchenda is saying the last one. Okay. Now think about it. Okay. Let's think about it. Let's focus on the last one again. Let's focus on the last point. Okay. D. Fine. Okay. Let's redo the last one. Let's redo the last one. Okay. Okay. Now, will you agree so what are they saying? First of all, 12.5% of the people who read both stop reading the Hindu. Stop reading the Hindu. Stop reading. So basically, first thing, 12.5%, okay, is 1 by 8. 1 by 8. Right? So they are saying 1 by 8 of the people who were reading both newspapers, 1 by 8 of the people who were reading both newspapers, okay, stop reading Hindu. Stop Hindu. Stop Hindu. That's what they are saying. That's what they are saying. Think about it. How many people were reading both newspapers? X. How many people were reading both newspapers? X. And the value of X was 16. And the value of X was 16. So can I say 1 by 8 of 16 have stopped reading Hindu? Have stopped reading Hindu. Right? So can I say two people who were reading both, two people who were reading both, who were reading both, what happened? They stopped Hindu. They stopped Hindu. Will you agree? Will you agree? Yes? Think about it. Is this clear? Is this clear? So can I say instead of 16 now, remember यहाँ पे अपने पास 16, amazing, yes? यहाँ पे, remember there were 16 people. So instead of 16, how many people are there now? How many people are there now in that part called both? How many people are there now in the part called both? 14 people. So instead of 16, you only have 14 people because they stopped reading the Hindu. So ये 14 हो गया और ये 2x पहले से है, पहले से only Hindu is 2x. So these people are there only. And जो extra 2 people था ना who stopped reading the Hindu, they are now reading only the Times of India. Remember they were reading 2 newspapers, Hindu one, only Times of India. So they moved in the region called C. So they have gone out. They have gone out. and you are done. So how many people read the Hindu now? How many people read the Hindu will get you the answer. How many people are reading the Hindu will now get you the answer. So how many people are reading the Hindu? 2x plus 14 people read the Hindu. X का value तो 16 ही है. X तो 16 ही है, right? X is 16. So 2 into 16, 32, 32 plus 14, 46. 46 people read the Hindu. Question is, what percentage read Hindu? So 46 out of a total of 80 people read the Hindu, and that, if you calculate, comes out to be 57.5%. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Suchenda, is it clear? Pawan, is it clear? Any doubt on this? Are we clear? Awesome. Super, 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 super awesome. Perfect. Okay, great. Now I can obviously go to the next sum, but then I don't want to increase the duration of this video. So let's keep it here and we can continue this a day after tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm not taking a class. You just check if I take a class Wednesday at 10 p.m. on YouTube, you will get to know. I'll share the link. In case I don't, then I will continue this on Thursday. I'll continue this on Thursday. And just a reminder to those of you who want to view 100% of our classes, 100% of our classes, the biggest festival offer on Unacademy ends Wednesday in the next 24 hours. The biggest Unacademy offer of 25% ends in the next 24 hours. So if you're looking for a flat 25% off, remember now is the time to subscribe. Subscribe before the offer ends. And if you're subscribing, remember to use the code which is there on your screen, Parikshit Live. Why do I say so? Because two benefits. Benefit number one, Suchenda is saying, sir, I've taken the subscription to get today with your code. Suchenda, I saw that. Moment you take a subscription with my code, I get a message and I saw that you took a subscription. So glad to have you, Suchenda. You're going to enjoy the class. Join me live tomorrow morning from 7:30 a.m. Tomorrow morning, now that you're Plus subscription, you can join me. And for those of you who haven't joined Plus yet, now is the time. Use this code Parikshit Live, because if you use the code Parikshit Live, you will get maximum discount of 25%, which ends tomorrow. And second, this is the only code which will get you free mentorship from my side. What is free mentorship? Free mentorship is all about helping you beyond your class hours. Okay, so at any point of time while practicing at home, if you have a doubt, if you have a query regarding any question in Quants or LRDI, you can connect with me one-on-one over a call to get your query resolved. Some students often have a doubt, so this price is only for LRDI? Yeah, everything. This price is for all subjects. The price that you see is for all subjects. You cannot take subscription for one subject. So the price that you see is for all subjects. And if you join using this code, you will get access to all educators, okay? So the price is for all subjects and access to all educators who teach on Unacademy. And if you're not joined my Telegram group, you join the group. All my class updates happen in this group. And for those of you who are joining Unacademy Plus, like Suchenda just mentioned here, please join me live in the Plus session and we can have a one-on-one discussion regarding the way forward and how you should get started with your preparation in Plus. Yes. See you folks and happy learning. See you in my next session. Bye for now.